Welcome to EAPP TV, English for academic and professional purposes, a show where we share and discuss bright ideas to enhance your writing.
Good day everyone! Welcome to EAPP TV, our English for academic and professional purposes. For today's lesson, we will talk about techniques in summarizing variety of academic texts, so stay tuned and enjoy the lesson. So first, what is summarizing? Summarizing is how we take larger selections of text and reduce them to their bare essentials. The gist, the key ideas, the main points that are worth noting and remembering.
Let's move on to the basic rule of summarizing. Basic rule. Number 1. Erase things that don't matter. Delete trivial material that is unnecessary to understanding. Number 2. Erase things that repeat. Delete redundant material in note-taking. Time and space is precious. If a word or phrase say basically the same thing you have already written down, then don't write it again. Number 3. Trade general terms for specific names. Substitute superordinate terms for lists. For example, flower for daisies, tulips for roses. Focus on the big picture. Long, technical lists are hard to remember. If one word will give you the meaning, then less is more. Number 4. Use your own words to write the summary. Write the summary using your own word, but make sure to retain the main points. To discuss some of the ways that you can use, here are some of the professor of the show. Let's welcome Lay.
Now, we all know the basic of summarizing. Let me teach you some of the techniques that you can use when you are summarizing. Number 1. 5 W's, 1 H. This technique relies on 6 crucial questions. Who? What? When? Where? Why? And how? These questions make it easy to identify the main character, important details, and main idea. Who is the character in the story? The tortoise. What did they do? He raised a quick, boastful hare and won. When did the action take place? When isn't specified in the story, so it's not important in this case. Where did the story happen? An old country road. Why did the main character do what he did? The tortoise was tired of hearing the bear boast about his speed. How did the main character do what he did? The tortoise kept up his slow but steady pace. Number 2. First then finally. This technique helps students summarize events in chronological order. First, what happened first? Include the main character and main event or action. Then, what key details took place during the event or action? Finally, what were the result of the event or action? Example. Here's an example using Goldilocks and Three Bears. First, Goldilocks entered the bears' home while they were gone. Then, she ate their food, sat in their chairs, and slept in their beds. Finally, she woke up to find the bears watching her. So she jumped and ran away. And to add more technique, let's call on our international friend that also teach, Amber.
Thank you for having me here, guys. To add some ideas to your knowledge, let's talk about more techniques. Let's have somebody wanted but so. These phrases are used for a strategy that helps the students to generalize, recognize cause and effect, relationship, and the main ideas. In this strategy, we will answer some questions. For somebody, who is the text about or who is the main character? For this example, let's have Little Red Riding Hood. And then next, wanted or what did the main character want? She wanted to take cookies to her sick grandmother. But Or what was the problem encountered by the main character? She encountered a wolf that pretending to be her grandmother. Next phrase is so, or how was the problem solved? She ran away crying for help. And then, tell how the story ends. In this part, a woodsman heard her and saved her from the wolf. After answering the questions, now we will have the paragraph that will tell us the summary of the story. Little Red Riding Hood wanted to take cookies to her sick grandmother, but she encountered a wolf. He got to her grandmother's house first and pretended to be the old woman. He was going to eat Little Red Riding Hood, but she realized what he was doing and ran away crying for help. A woodsman heard her cries and saved her from the wolf. Next technique is the SAAC method. This method is particularly helpful in summarizing in any kind of text. SAAC is an acronym for State, Assign, Action, and Complete. Each word in the acronym refers to a specific element that should be included in the summary. Let's have S, State, or the name of the article, book, or the story. For this example, we will have the boy who cried wolf. Next is Assign, which is the name of the author of the story or the book. Aesop, a Greek storyteller. And then next is the action, or what the author is doing. In this case, the author is telling the story, so we will put tells. Next is complete. Complete the sentence or summary with the keywords of important details. In this case, we will have what happens when a shepherd boy repeatedly lies to villagers about seeing a wolf. And that's all from me. Next is to Nathan from Switzerland. Bye!
Thank you, Amber. And now, let's go down to the last technique. Give me the gist. This kind of technique was like giving a friend the gist of a story. In other words, they want a summary, not your telling every details. And that's all for the techniques. Back to you, Philippine Pips.
Thank you, Amber and Nathan. And that's it. We're all done for today. We hope that you learned something from us. See you next time. And this is EAPP TV, English for Academic and Professional Purposes.